What's up, guys? Hockey TikTokies back again with an all new video. And guys, today I'm talking about Connor McDavid and his recent contract issues. So I saw an interview earlier this week where Connor McDavid actually had this.
Term deal, whether it's 2, 3, 4, does that make more sense because it gives you more options?
I said all options are on the table, and that would mean length of term, short term, long term. Yeah, no term. It's all options are on the table.
Oh my God, I can't believe that he said that, guys. Listen closely. He said long term, short term, or possibly even
No term.
no term. No term? Do you know what that means? That means that Connor McDavid is seriously considering the option on the table of leaving Edmonton and not re-signing with them at all. I mean, what else could that mean, guys? What else could that possibly mean? He's basically saying that if Edmonton doesn't win the Stanley Cup this coming season, he's not going to want to resign. Or at least if the Edmonton management, if their GM and their management team, coaching staff, players, everybody, if the team doesn't figure out a way to at least make him believe that he has a chance at winning a Stanley Cup, he's going to walk. He's going to walk. He's going to go somewhere else. He's going to sign with another team. And I personally am shocked by this news, guys. When I first heard this, I was like, no, Connor McDavid, he's going to be an Oiler for life. There has never been a chance, an opportunity for a player of this magnitude to switch teams in the NHL for basically probably 20 to 30, even 40 years. You could probably have to go all the way back to another Edmonton Oilers star and Wayne Gretzky. The last time there was a guy of this star caliber, of this skill, actually considering switching teams. And so it's kind of, I don't know, ironic or it's a weird coincidence maybe that the fact that it's been Edmonton both times now where a guy of this magnitude is considering switching teams or getting traded or something like that. But it's really, honestly, guys, the news was shocking. When I heard those comments, guys, I was like, what? No term? No term? Is he being for real right now, guys? That's insane. If he's really considering going with no term, that means he's going to finish out this contract and leave the team. And to be honest, it's not really that surprising. He's been to the Stanley Cup Finals now 2 years in a row with Edmonton and been within just 1 or 2 wins of winning the Stanley Cup, ultimately falling short. So it's like, what else can the guy do for that team? Every single year that Edmonton has been in contention, meaning that people took them seriously as a Stanley Cup contender, what has the complaint always been? It's always been about their defense and about their goaltending. So I guess the main issue with that team is they don't seem to actually ever want to put someone in net or on their defense that can actually measure up to the type of quality and expertise that Connor McDavid has been demanding of the Edmonton Oilers. So for once, I am actually completely on the side of the player here. I really hope that Connor McDavid can find a better place to play than Edmonton because they haven't put in the same amount of effort that he has, dragging them along to the Stanley Cup Finals 2 years in a row. Why didn't they go get a goalie for this guy? They're going back to back with Stu Skinner again and Picard. And Stu Skinner has literally almost lost his starting goaltender job in the playoffs to a guy who had basically been a career AHLer. And yet, then instead of going out and signing a new goalie or making a trade or doing something like that, they just are going to be content to continue on with the status quo. It doesn't make any sense at all, guys. And then look at the other problems that they have. They let two of their young stars get offer sheeted away and signed with St. Louis just a year ago before that. Because why? They didn't have the foresight to think about these young players and getting them signed while they still had the chance. So Edmonton is now one of the oldest teams in the entire league. They're not getting any younger. Their window of opportunity is closing. And Connor McDavid is going to either walk in free agency and sign with Toronto or New York or, I don't know, Chicago or some other team that actually has a chance at contending in the future. Or he is going to get traded by the Oilers, because if they don't start off well this season, he could basically demand a trade, guys. He can go to their managers right now and say, hey, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not going to sign with you guys. Send me to a contender. So don't forget that it was just 2 years ago, guys, that Edmonton had that horrific start where they basically were near the bottom of the standings, bottom of the league for the first, maybe month or two of the season. And then they went on a historic run, a historic streak where they won 18 games in a row or something crazy like that. But if it hadn't been for that, it was a really rough start. The year that they fired their coach, Woodcroft, when that happened, I feel like Connor McDavid probably felt the seeds of discontent already being sown, because he wants to win a Stanley Cup, guys. He wants to engrave his name in NHL and hockey history. And all of the greatest of all time players have always been able to raise the Stanley Cup, whether it been Sidney Crosby or Joe Sakic or Mario Lemieux or even Wayne Gretzky himself. They always found a way to be able to get that elusive Stanley Cup. And if Connor doesn't get his cup, he's saying goodbye to Edmonton, guys. He's not going to stay in Edmonton if this is the way that they continue to run that organization. So all I can say, guys, is it's going to be very, very interesting to watch how this thing plays out. I have no idea what's going to happen in the next few months. All I can say is I'm super pumped and super excited to see how this thing shakes out, because it can go very, very badly for the Edmonton Oilers if they don't manage to lock Connor McDavid up. And don't forget, guys, it was just, I think, a year or two ago, they re-signed Leon Draisaitl, who is Connor McDavid's best friend and line mate, most of the year at least, to a long-term deal. And if they want to keep him, many people said that they are only going to be able to keep Leon, keeping Leon was contingent on keeping McDavid, and now keeping McDavid is contingent on the fact that they have Leon. But why is Connor going around in the media saying that he might not even sign for any term at all? What is going on, guys? Connor McDavid, the biggest star in the NHL, might be leaving Edmonton? Holy crap, guys. This is a crazy, crazy story. Crazy news, guys. Thank you for watching and have a good day.